Hello everyone, I am out and about, just having some fun, and I just thought I'd do a nice quick sketch of somewhere that I go down regularly. So this is a path that I go down regularly, that I take to go down to our allotment, which is down by the river, which you can see just down there. That's the River Tay. So I just thought I would take the time to do just a quick sketch. I'm not really interested in anything complicated, apart from the fact I've just scrawled a line onto this. So this is one of my handmade sketchbooks, but I just want to see just kind of what I can get down roughly. So this is the view, and as you can see, we've got this wonderful perspective of this going this way, where the cobbles are, and then this actually slopes down to the riverbank. So the actual main streets here are a little bit higher up. So we're going to see what I want to do. So the first thing I want to do is capture this line going this way. I'm doing this from top, so I want to do kind of more like that section. Now, for my eyesight, the light's quite bad today, so I'm going to struggle with this. So what I want to do is just kind of rough in perspective. Kind of comes this way. It's got this white wall where I'm leaning against, and then all the way down you've got these beautiful boxes of flowers, and then you've got the line here, which is where the bollards are. So we're just going to draw in 3 bollards just there, and this is the fence line, and then you've got all these little boxes coming up, and then you've got cobbly bit, and then this is kind of the wall coming this way. So this goes almost all the way up. It's 2-storey, the house behind, but that I'm leaning against, so you don't see much of it. So that's a box, that's a box, that's a box. They've all got big bushes sitting in the top of them, so I just draw them in. There's also a wee shed down here. Kind of comes out like that. You got the return there. This is in the bottom of the gardens for the flats behind me. And then you've got another big bush. I wasn't really planning on doing this much detail, but actually I've just ended up doing detail, which is what I tend to do anyway. And then this continues that way. You've got a big bush here, but I'm going to kind of not do that. And then we've got a tree line here, so we're going to do a tree there. Now up this way you've got this path, and then you've got here, we've got the first set of steps. It kind of comes out and then down. So these are the access to all the houses here. And it kind of goes that way. You can kind of see this, and then we're almost immediately cut off by the next set of steps. Comes to here. Yeah, I've kind of brought this a bit forward, haven't I? That's fine. I don't mind. Steps. Step. And then again another handrail that comes down. The other steps. Then we've got this drain pipe that comes down. Good, that's just going to disappear off that way. So you can see that's the drain pipe there. The actual line of the house, so if you follow that line there, this is where the handrail comes in, because this first house, they kind of step out a wee bit. Like that. And then this one goes doorway there. and a doorway there. And in the distance you've got the end of the house that comes up. We do actually just catch the roof line there going that way, and this downpipe here. We don't really need to see that. So we're just going to bring the roof line this way. And the same there. And then up above, we've got these windows. Like that. So you can kind of start to see just loosely forming. Now in the distance, obviously, we've got our grass line. It kind of goes to there. Got some grasses and bushes and things, so we'll just mark those in like that. And then you've got the river, and then on the opposite side you've got all these dark shapes, as you've got all the tree lines on the opposite side. So we're just going to mark this in as dark shapes for now. It doesn't need to be exact. This is a sketch. We don't need anything more. I'm not putting in the stupid warning sign that's here, just because it breaks this up too much. And it's just too much in your face for the composition of this sketch. So, I'm just going to make sure that that's a really nice dark line there, because that's obviously where we are here. This comes along. You've got that here. There's actually a set of steps here, which comes out like that. But realistically, don't really need to do those, but you know, why not? So that's kind of where we're at. So we've got this, don't know, should I put it there? There. Right, now somewhere in my pocket, because I brought, that's a charcoal pencil, I've got a couple of graphite, and a white pastel pencil, which will be useful because, as you can see, these are white, these houses. So just going to give these a little bit more definition. I'm also using the white to blend some of where the charcoal is, because that helps with where I've got all these lintels for the doors and the windows. So I can just go like that and go, and it just blends nicely. That's why I like using charcoal and pastel together, because they create a really nice effect. So you start to see where this is going. So I've got more white here. We're actually too far along to see the actual door. There's a beautiful red door. We should spend some more time just drawing doors. I love doors. Doors are really cool. And of course, right next to me is the flue vent for their boiler, which is now just kicked off. In fact, we're just gonna mark in this white downpipe, I think. Just press a little harder and it just gives me just a little bit more pigment on the paper. This step's also quite light, so I just tie that in there. Like that. Now this bit down here is cobbled, so we won't leave that alone. And I want this bit whiter because it's closer to the viewer, so I want this a bit lighter. Just like that. also have this downpipe that's here. It is white, but I also want it slightly more grey than white, just because of how far down it is. Now we do have these white sections in between the handrails. Just trying to be really careful about not getting too much of the charcoal when I do that. So I'm going to put some, this is where we get interesting, so I'm going to put this white down here, I'm going to do the same here, and then I'm going to get the charcoal pencil and I'll do a little bit more of that over the top. We just got to find the right pencil in the right pocket. So you can see the steps. And of course I threw the pencil on the floor. Try again. Same nice dark line down, and then the various rails. Like that. Now we want our bollards. These are actually grey, so I'm going to do them a dark black for the minute. I'm just going to lightly go across that. Same with the doorways. And let's go turn this a second and do the roof. It's quite dark, this roof line. Like that. Let's add some of this white to that grass line. Just to make this nice grey. And then blend in some of this white to these bollards to make our grey there. Now I do have these funky cobbles, so I want to get these boxes done first on the other side. So I'll do these boxes. They're quite dark, these boxes, so I'm going to do them quite dark. Do like a dark front and then an in, like that. And again here, this bigger one that's at the front. And then that way. And then shed is actually darker at the front. It's got a weird green coloured roof, so I'll do a light colour there, and a light colour there. We'll add the white to blend that. I'll just make the roof slightly lighter than the rest of it. Like that. And I think same with these doorways actually. I'm just going to use the pencil lightly, just going to get in that colour, because I don't like how dark those are. The doorways and the actual entranceways are not dark at all, they're just not the same as everywhere else, it seems. you see how that's coming together. Just going to blend in some of this tree line. This is, I want it dark at the bottom, so I don't want to blend too far down. But I can use the pencil just to move some of that around without actually blending it. It's a Faber-Castell Pitt pencil, this one. So it is a pastel pencil. You can hear gunshots in the distance. There's a shooting range at the estate house, so. So you can see we're getting lots of different colours and tones as we work. We've got these beautiful bright flowers down here. So I'm just going to mark them in. Just pressing quite hard with the pencil so that I can get enough pastel down that it's bright. I don't have much of this pencil left. I don't have a sharpener on me either, so I'm going to be very careful with what I'm doing where here. And then, unsurprisingly, this is white as well. As is most of the houses and old houses and cottages here, most of them are painted white in the traditional colour. Just wanting to get enough of this white down, because again, this is a building that's closer, so I want it lighter, like that. Now, in front of each of these steps is darker. Same here. Darker. And then we've got the difference between where we've got cobbles here and then we've got the tarmac. So we're quite far up past this. So I'm just going to do it here. So this is our line. So you've got cobbles that kind of run either side, and they actually run out of sight there. And then I kind of stood on them on this side, but they stop here, and they're kind of there. So cobbles are round river stones used to pave the roads, to protect roads from and main traffic thoroughfares from becoming too muddy for trading carts and vehicles. And there are still a lot of cobbled paths around Dunkeld. And you got a line here, which is our bigger line, just there. And then you've got trying to keep perspective as well at the same time, which is actually quite hard. It's not bad, is it? That went better than I thought it was. I just want to rough those in, because as usual, I've had a lot of rain recently, so tons of weeds. And then all of them are smaller, so these are then decorative stones, and then you've got all these long. I'm not going to do them all because I'll be forever, but I'm just gonna go right. So you can kind of get a rough idea that this is more stonework, just not the same. with a couple of weeds here and there. Mustn't forget the weeds. And the same here actually. We'll just letting the pencil bounce on the paper, and then it will just make up where the weeds and things are. I'm just re-going over some of my lines in a kind of sketchy way, just to redefine things a wee bit. So it's darker on this side of the street, so we're just gonna bring that in. I'm just reinforcing some of these block lines, just because I like to keep the shapes. Remember that when you're sketching, realistically, it's just all shapes. So you can see more about how that's coming in now. And then we have the river. The river tends to be something about the way the Tay looks, but it tends to always be really dark looking. So I'm just going to darken these hedges and things along the river edge there, so I can bring the river down. And then we're just going to give some white highlights to the river. You can see I'm smudging everywhere now. But it's a good thing about charcoal. So I can do that with it. There seems to be a lighter line up the middle of these old tarmac roads. I don't know why. Right, do you know what? I think that will do. What do you guys think? Think we like the view? Anyway, I think that's enough for my sketching. I've got to go home and get this edited and do a couple of other things like feed the cats. I'm also stage managing a show tonight, so I need to go and get prepped for that. So hope you guys enjoyed my little outing today around the village and some sketching. Remember, always go out and just have fun and just relax. The whole point of going out and sketching is for observation and testing, experimenting, for studies. It's a foundation for a lot of the bigger stuff that you're going to make. So realistically, you just need to relax and be able to enjoy the location. And apart from the occasional tourist, it's pretty peaceful here. If I go down to the river, it's slightly more, and it's just lovely. And whilst the sun isn't shining, it generally tends to be my preferred anyway. So enjoy yourselves, go out there and sketch, and I'll see you all for another pastel video soon, I hope. Ta-ta for now.